Hello again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. So yes, as I said, I'm back again with another video. So I decided to focus on other things relationship wise. I'm like, why I don't touch on relationship, why I don't speak about it, why I don't, like, I see there's no reason not to speak about. So let me just try this video on. So okay, this video is okay. There are a lot of video that are actually on this topic, so this is actually my own perspective, and I'm gonna try to be authentic as much as possible regarding in I'm gonna be authentic as possible regarding regarding my own principles, my own values, because at the same time, as much as my way and your way is not gonna work, but I believe someone or one or two, uh, whatever that they are, whenever they watch this video, I'm sure someone's gonna understand my own perspective, because my perspective and your perspective, it might be different. But I was like, you know what, there are actually a lot of video that are on based on this, but there's no need for me to stop myself from trying to make one, because why not? Okay, this video for today is how to stop to how to stop being played. Because have you ever been in an autopilot whereby every time you date someone, and then someone that you date, they play you, and the next thing you could go into another, you meet someone else, and you keep on dating the same people on a different body? I've been there, and I've learned a lot about what exactly that made me to be in that autopilot, why I keep on entertaining the same people instead of evolving, instead of dating people that are actually value me, that they are willing to invest in me, instead of seeing me as some sort of a trophy girlfriend or any object. Because yes, people can do that. They can date you for the wrong reason, they will never date you for the right reason. And others, you can tell, but you can tell just that sometimes you think you can make them see you the way you want them to see you. So which is when you get that feeling, why not leave? So okay, I'm just gonna talk more about exactly what gonna help you. Probably you've been out in the dating pool, and then now you are back again, you're dating again, you want to date again, you want to get yourself in that new relationship. Or maybe you've been out and recently out on the relationship, and you don't know what exactly that made you being in the feel betrayed in a manner with by your partner, and you keep on dating partners is actually betraying you now now and again and again. It's exhausting. Dating same people from a different body, it's exhausting, because sometimes you don't even know why, and why you keep on dating them. And you also, it's kind of exhausting. It's not a nice feeling to keep on dating the same individual from a different body, and I don't wish it for anyone. But sometimes it's necessary for us, in order for us to grow, for character development, for us to view life different. Because sometimes, not sometimes, all the time that we actually entertain people, they always mirror something on us. There's this saying that we attract people who are exactly who we are, which might be a little bit triggering, because probably you're not a cheater, but the partner is a cheater, but you're cheating on yourself. Because the more you do things are entertaining the same individual, it's a cheating. You know, you might not be cheating for cheating you might not be cheating on your partner, but yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to view life, you're not allowing yourself to go within to exactly know what exactly made you keep on dating same people in a different body, because we're all here to learn, we're all here to experience life, we're all here to evolve. Self development is necessary, soul expansion is necessary. Whether for whatever reason, sometimes we don't know what exactly is going to push us into self expansion. And relationship are one of those. Friendship, whether it's a romantic, but this is one I'm going to focus more on a relationship aspect, a romantic relationship aspect. Okay. Okay, the first point is to red flags, and red flags are not challenge, are not challenges. You don't need to challenge red flags. You don't need to challenge red flags. I hope you repeat that again and again until you understand what I mean. Red flags are not challenges. So when I'm speaking that red flags are not challenges, I mean you don't need to challenge what you've been shown about the specific person. Like, why are you willing to challenge who they are? Why are you willing? These are the questions that you should ask yourself. Why are you willing to constantly challenge yourself with red flags? Why are you challenging red flags? Because sometimes it has a dynamic. It has a dynamic. There's a dynamic between you, that because there's no way a human being um that is conscious of their choices, that is gonna constantly challenge red flags. Probably, for example, um that person that you're actually dating, or maybe you went out on a date and you pick up on a red flag, and then everything that they say, it doesn't feel right. It's not true the way they treat other people. Probably, if I can waitress, um we both going on a date, and then the way they treat their waitress, the waitress that is actually responsible for your both services, and then and you be like, mm, probably I need it's what it probably it's a one thing, it's not that's not who they are. It's probably it's a one challenge thing. Probably it's a they have a bad day, justifying all that bullshit. If you see something wrong with someone, you don't have to sit around to wait for red flags to pile up. They don't need to pile up. You just need to go. Red flags are not challenges. You're not supposed to challenge red flags. So, for example, you are dating, okay, or you're already dating, and then this person keeps on disappearing on you. They're disappearing. That doesn't mean that you should constantly try to make them interested. It doesn't mean you're supposed to get out of your own principles and values in order to make the relationship work. You're not supposed to chase a partner. Probably, okay, for example, you're dating with someone and then they disappear, probably for the first time. You can ask them why they disappear, and then they give you a vague excuse. Probably they lie about it whatsoever, because sometimes people can disappear for probably their phone died. But for me, if my phone died, obviously I will try to contact you. That means that I will have to search your Facebook and tell you that, you know what, I won't be having any phone if I don't know your number. So if someone doesn't go to that length to try to contact you probably for 2 days, and then when you ask them, they say they went out to the temple, they went to meditate. I mean, even if you're going out in the temple to meditate, probably that 2 weeks, it doesn't mean that you should just disappear just like that. So you're not supposed to challenge such red flags. Instead, you should just take your ass and leave whatever that is, even if that means leaving on a date. If someone is making you feel uncomfortable, probably they're making a sexist comment, and you'll be like, the way they think, you'll be like, so you know what, you don't need to challenge that. You don't need to try and make them see the way you want them to see it. It's their responsibility to go in about and make themselves a better people, to make themselves better person. Okay, the second point, stop fixing. Okay, It can sound like the first point because I'm talking about red flags are not challenges. Stop fixing. Stop. You're not supposed to fix your partner. You're not. The only thing that you have to do, hold spaces for them. But if you see that this person is not willing to go within, to challenge themselves, to be a better version of themselves, why are you willing to fix themselves? Because why are you willing to fix them? I mean, so if your partner is showing you red flags, as I said, and you think probably you're supposed to disappear in order to for them to realize that you are the best, you are the most, you're the most, like you are the most, you are available, you are so maybe you have this tactic of probably he disappear and then now you also disappear on them because you want them to, if you are disappearing, please disappear for good. You're not supposed to disappear in order for them, waiting for them to text you, waiting for them to, you, you just value yourself, just know your value, know your worth, and just leave. Stop fixing your partner. If you find a partner and then they telling you that they have a drugs problem, they need to work on their own habit, toxic habit, they want to let go of that, study them. Are they willing to do that, or they just keeping on the arm's length? Because sometimes partner, they don't change for you, they change for themselves, they change them. Not, I'm not implying that you should wait for a partner to change for you. I don't believe in waiting for someone. I think the more you wait, the more you forget who you are, because you're not supposed to wait for your partner. Like, I don't believe in waiting for your partner, because you have a life that you're supposed to live for. You have your self-respect that you have to maintain. You have boundaries that you have to maintain. So waiting for a partner is another red flag. If you're meant to be and this time around it's just not working, universe is a funny way of making people who are meant to be together. Even that means you fly miles away. Just probably book that ticket to Tokyo if you wanted to go to Tokyo. There's no need for you to wait. You're not supposed to wait for anyone. Okay, stop fixing. Like, stop fixing, because you see them in the better perspective, in the better potential, and now here you are, you wanting, made all that, you build that person in your head in terms of what potential you think probably this version that you see of them obviously gonna work on them, and you're fixing. Why are you fixing them? Probably you need to fix your mentality, you need to fix yourself in order to understand that you are valuable, you matter, you are worth it, you are already enough. So you don't need to work on someone else. That, leave that to them. Stop fixing. Your partner is not a fucking project. You had that a lot of time, that you're not supposed to date a partner that feels like a project. You already have your own life that needs you. So you need a partner that is any addition to your life. You're not supposed to feel like you're subtracting. Have a partner that is actually a subtraction. So stop doing that. Okay. The fourth one is their coping mechanism. How are they coping? How are they coping? What is their coping mechanism? Probably, let's just say we were dating, and then here I am, we having argument, we having a certain argument, and the next thing, they, you hear them that they're in a new relationship, and then when you ask them why you did that, because we didn't break up, we had argument, and that argument, yes, it was so uncertain, but why do you feel like you need to go to someone else in order for you to feel better? Why are you dating someone else while we're both in a relationship and we both agree to be in a monogam relationship? So that should be a red flag. You can't be dating someone, the next thing you're not broken up, but you have a fucking argument, and the next thing they go to that new person, or probably they had another backup girl or boy that they go to, their coping mechanism, it can be questionable. The way they think, the way they view life, how they are limiting. Okay, everyone have limiting belief. We all constantly learning and learning about our own coping mechanism. Some of them, they need to be unlearned, and all of that, probably you looking at them, how do they cope? Okay, sometimes we all do escape, try to escape life. What do they do in order to escape? Probably, I don't recommend to solving your problem through alcohol. I've done that, and it does not work. So look at how they cope with pressure, how they cope with stress, how they cope with themselves. Probably, for example, you were both dating, and then the next thing, one of you end up losing their job. So how do they cope with that? How do they cope with the stress of not having a job? What do they do? Are they, what exactly is it? Because sometimes I've met a lot of men who are actually angry. The only thing that they know is sex, being angry, and money. So when money is was not there for them, money was not available at that specific time, because we're all gonna go through a phase where money is not available. We're all gonna go through a phase where money is a fucking challenge in that specific. How do they deal with it? What do they do when they are, when broke all of the sudden? What is their coping mechanism during that phase? Because you can hear a partner that went broke. How do they cope with that? Because sometimes you need someone who has a sense. We all need deserve a partner that is have emotional intelligence, who are expressive, as well as clear. They communicate with us clear. So that coping mechanism, that because you went through that financial situation, how do you cope with, like, a lot of things that you can tell about the partner, that you are actually blaming yourself by dating them. So look up for their coping mechanism. And the last one, which all it applies to all of those, listen to your gut feeling. Just listen to your gut feeling. When I'm talking about your gut feeling will never lie to you. When something, especially if you are someone who already held, who not viewing life through their own trauma, who not viewing life, who not viewing men according to how he or she view, he or she being treated, because you can get treated badly by people, and then you end up having this thing, oh man, all men are the same, all women are the same. And then you'll be like, I think we need healing. If you keep on telling such, because you won't even know if the partner that is actually approaching you is right for you, or that partner that is approaching you is what, because you're also holding on in that pain that you experience with the certain people, whether from the, because sometimes people who break our heart first, it can be parents. Probably we had a parent that was not available for you, so you have these trust issues. You don't trust anyone. You never done inner work. You never realize how your absence of your parents, or it affected, because you have holding on to, like, people are not being trusted or whatsoever. I think it's not because people are not being trusted. Yes, it's gonna hurt when you actually have this kind of relationship where people keep on lying on you and whatsoever. Yes, that can happen, but you need to heal in order to understand between your own trauma and your own inner gut feeling, because your inner gut feeling will never lie to you, no matter what. Even if you made a mistake for not following, you will know that, you know what, at least now I know. You gain a lot of wisdom by it, whether you made a mistake or whatsoever. So listen to your gut feeling. All of those points that I mentioned, which is red flags are not challenge. Listen to your gut feeling. When you see red flags, fly. You don't need to stay. Secondly, I mentioned stop fixing. When your gut feeling is telling you don't put effort, you need to leave. Leave. When you the coping mechanism is when it make you, like, the coping mechanism that they adapt, it made you feel like you need to leave. Your gut feeling is everything. Like, it's something that you shouldn't leave. It's something that you should consider, because sometimes a partner can have all the qualities that you actually want in a partner, but your gut feeling be like, no, no, no. So listen to your gut feeling is everything, guys. Like, it's everything. You will know when it's right. You will know when it doesn't. So when I'm talking about gut feeling, for example, you're viewing your partner, what exactly the reason for dating them. For example, I made a mistake, like in the past. There was this guy I've dated, and you know, when your relationship is over and you be like, you knew that it won't last, you knew that it won't happen. Like, my reasoning for dating him was because of my friend were like, he's nice, he made people around me to he made people around me like he's a good person, because he used to buy, yo, like, it was so, to me it was like, that behavior was actually questionable, because he buy, like, you just met me and you already buying my friends things. Like, he was buying, like, my guy friend was like, no, just stay away from this person, you know. But here I was not listening. So people around me were convincing, like, he's a good person, you should try him, like, you know. And when I dated him not because I'm in love. I've didn't date it I've dated him because people who are around me, they think he's gonna be a good choice for me. But my gut feeling was like, everything with him was like, every time when like, he was constantly buying people around me, which was sociopathic in a way. So, because why are you doing that? You just met me. You don't even know my middle name, and already buying people around you something. So it was kind of questionable. He was constantly um in and out. Like, he was constantly trying. Like, he was not impressing me. Instead, he wanted me to see him as a good guy and whatsoever. There's nothing wrong with being a good, but that way was, it was wrong. Like, it was wrong in a many ways, because I've dated someone with the wrong reason. Like, probably I will grow to love him because my friends say he's the best choice. And the funny thing, when I'm looking back, even those friends were shit. So I'm like, whoa, whoa, like, wow, I can't believe I actually listened to someone who actually don't have a best interest in me. So like, date people when you feel like they are right for you intuitively. So you're not supposed to date people just because other people suggest them for you. Because my girlfriend was loud, like, it was so loud, everything with him was so. Thank you guys for liking, for subscribing. I really and also viewing my videos. I really appreciate that. So this video was a guide for you to stop, so that you can stop being played, because it hurt, but sometimes it's necessary if you don't understand why you keep on being on autopilot. Because being in autopilot, that means healing need to be done, and a new perspective need to happen. So all of that. So guys, thank you.